Do you like pour painting? In this video, I am going to review the Camel Fluid Acrylic Colors set. Hi, this is Madhula, the artist behind Madhula Creations, helping you to learn to draw, paint and relax through art. If you are here for the first time, I do post video tutorials like this one every single week, so do subscribe and stay connected. In today's video, we are going to review the Camel Acrylic Fluid Colors kit, and I am going to throw in lots of tips and tricks of working with these 4 colors. So let's get started and unbox and review these colors. Camel's Fluid Acrylic Colors come in 3 varieties of shades. The first one is aqua shades, the next is monochromatic shades, and the third is the sunset shades. So today we'll be working on this set. This is the aqua shades. So this is the front side of the pack, which says it's a ready to pour color, and it also mentions it as a DIY kit, which is a do it yourself kit. So it should be pretty easy for us to do. This is the aqua shades pack and it has 4 colors. The rate for this kit is $249 and it includes a canvas board, fluid acrylic bottles of 25 ml each, 4 in number, and an apron. Let's cut this open, and once we open we have the canvas board. Let's take that out. The canvas board is a 8" by 8" board, that is a 20 cm by 20 cm canvas board. Then we have the 4 colors, all kind of blue shades and a white. So this is a light blue. Then we have a turquoise blue. The third is a white. And the final color is the Prussian blue. Okay, and the final thing that we have on this cover is the apron itself. This is to protect your dress from not spoiling it with all these colors. Then the other things that you might need, the additional things are a large cup. You can have a 250 ml or a 210 ml cup, and not a very small coffee cup, that won't do. So have a bigger cup. So you need 5 cups. Then a newspaper, and ensure that the newspaper has a lot of sheets in it, not a single paper. And finally you will need some gloves. You could also use a rubber gloves, but I personally feel these kind of plastic gloves are very comfortable because you can throw it off after you finish working with it. These are very cheap plastic gloves which I got in Amazon. I'll just link it below so that you can also get it if you want. So these are the final materials that you need, the sets from the kit, and then you will need the gloves to protect your hand, the paper to protect your work surface, and the cups for holding the canvas and pouring. So let's get off this wrapper out of the canvas first. So once you have that ready, just place the paper. You could also use a plastic sheet, no problem, but always secure your workspace before you start working. The first 4 cups you will be using as a stand for your canvas. Just have them close enough so that your canvas stays nicely on top of it and you have enough space down. Then do wear the gloves before you start ahead to pour your paints. I'm just wearing the gloves, and just double check the work surface, and let's work with these colors now. So we have 4 colors. Take off the caps first from all these colors so that it's easy for you to keep pouring. So when you're starting to pour, you have to ensure that you are pouring from the sides of the cup, not straight. So just hold your cup slightly tilted and then start pouring your colors. I'm starting with a white and then I gradually build up other colors. So you have to rotate between the colors when pouring. Do not use a single color. Just keep moving between your colors. There is no rules governing which color to go next. So it's your intention. Whatever you think that should go next is the next color. Okay, so don't get confused too much on what colors to use, just go ahead with your intuitions. The pour painting is so much of fun that you no rules that you have to use these colors in order. Do not take very little color, it won't be sufficient. This is a one-time kit, so the colors are meant to be used for one time, but then you can save little bit of a colors like 10 to 15% so that you can use it later. Something I wanted to add at the last, I can do it with those colors. So I've used almost 80 to 85% of the color and I've kept the colors off. Now it's between your canvas on the cup. I'm going to do a flip cup technique here. This means that just hold the cup in your right hand if you are right-handed and the left hand if you are a left-hander. Put the canvas on top of it, hold it very tightly like this and flip it over. Allow it to just settle down for a minute or two. Don't rush this step. Slightly pull it over and take off the cup. The remaining paint you can just throw it at the sides of it. Slowly take off your canvas and turn it around in different directions. An important tip here is not to touch the canvas on any point of time. Let the color flow, do not touch the canvas surface. Okay, it might take a little more time because I feel these paints are a little bit thicker than the other pour mediums that I've used. So it takes a couple of minutes for it to slowly cover the canvas, so be patient and let the colors drip off the sides of the canvas. Okay, do not touch it. In any case, don't touch the front of the canvas. If you like what you are seeing and if you are getting value from this video, do hit the like button and also do subscribe to my channel. Hit on the bell icon so that every time my videos are out, you will get notified from YouTube. And let's stay in touch. See, here I have a little bit of white still left out. Without touching, just pour the additional paint over it and then just tilt your canvas. At the sides, if it is not covered properly, there you can just give a touch. Otherwise, it's not required. So this is the finished piece of work as of now. So this gives you a very subtle look and I'll also explain you how you can make it more crazier. Okay, so I always like the pour paintings to be little more crazier, so let's do that also. So there are two ways of adding it. You can either go ahead to add your tubes as is into the canvas, but this might not spread very well as the paint is very less there. So to make it very crazy, you can add the paint in the cup and then bring it over to the canvas. In that way, you will have little more paint for moving around the canvas. You can layer it as many times as you want before it dries, which means after a couple of minutes you will notice that the paint will start to dry, but there will be very ample time for you to work, so don't worry about it. So this pour painting is something that once you start, you'll have to finish it off. You cannot leave it in midpoint and then go and come back. So if you want the paints to just move throughout the canvas, then you might have to finish off the pour painting in a single sitting. Alright, so just pour it layer by layer as much as you want and then tilt the canvas. So I am just doing 2 to 3 layers here. You can also go ahead to do more. It's your wish of when to finish the pour painting, but don't allow it to dry and then try to work on it. It will not work. And every time you pour, remember to tilt the canvas and move the paint around so that it settles down nicely. And as you can see, this is more crazier than the subtle effect that we got on the first time. So it depends on your own complete choice of how you want your painting to look. It might take a day or two to completely dry, so don't touch the paint till then. So this is the second effect that we have got. So once it dries, I would like to show you how it looks under light. So it has dried very beautifully, and of course it's very glossy. As you can see, this is right under my, and I love the colors of how it had turned out. Which one did you like, the subtle one or the craziest one? Just tell me in the comments below. If you got value from this video, click the like button, do subscribe and stay connected. Share it with your friends who might like more painting. Here are some useful and popular videos that you can watch out. Happy painting, have a great week.